Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Pugh of the woodworking course. I want to do a small video on various angles. How do we obtain unusual angles? We don't have a protractor. We just have a pen. We have a rule, and we have a tape measure. So how do we work out angles just using these tools? And I've got a board in front of me, so I'll lower the camera down so that you can all see that. Okay, so what we've got now is a board in front of us, and I've drawn a baseline here, and I've taken the liberty to create a simple square. There's nothing complicated about a square. In this case, it's just 10 inches by 10 inches, and that's it. Obviously, the line that goes across from one corner to the other will be at 45 degrees, so that's an easy one. What we're wanting to do, we're wanting to create a degree mark, which is a difficult one to create. So there's your 45-degree line going right the way through. I've also taken the other liberty of doing a simple quarter of a circle here coming from this point, and the same measurement from that corner coming down to here. And where they cross just here, that particular point there will be at 30 degrees. So I'll draw that one through as well. So we move that up to 30 degrees, and you'll notice the lines go right on and beyond. Okay, so there's the 30-degree line. Now what we want to do, we want to create, that's 45 and that one's 30. So I'll write on there 45. It's going to be upside down for you, and 30. Now how can I get a typical angle that we need to do in carpentry and joinery is 42 degrees. How do we find 42 degrees? Well, it's a relatively simple thing. What we do, we take hold of a tape measure like this, and we open it out, and we put the 45 degrees on this 45-degree line. Okay, so there's the 45 on the line, and then we slide the tape measure down until the 45 and the 30 both coincide on the line together. And we want to do it sort of in about that position. So what that means is that each of these 10mm sections are going to be the 1 degree. So that's 30, there's 40 degrees, and 42 degrees will be just there. Now what that's done, that's created a surprisingly very accurate 42 degree. Okay, and we just slide this around to where that line is. Okay, and then we draw the line through. So that's a very, very simple operation, 42 degrees. Okay, and of course it's possible to, because of the increments on the tape measure, it's possible not only to have a 42 degrees, which I'd write it in there, 42 degrees, but because of the numbers that are very accurate on here, that I could do 42.1/10. In other words, that would be 1 millimeter. Yeah, you can see how very, very accurate you can become on a tape measure like this, because of course the increments on your tape measure are very fine, and that can give you an exceptionally accurate degree angle, you know. But the main thing is that you haven't really had to use a protractor. You've just used some simple basic geometry. You've created a 45, you've created a 30 by just two of the quadrants of a circle, and then from those two you then have calculated where the 42 degree comes. And what you've done is you've put the 30 on the 30 degree you've put 30 centimeters, and on the 45 you've put 45 centimeters, and then you've found the 42 centimeter point, and you strike a line through. There we have it. It's a very, very, very simple way of being able to work with degrees of a circle, and to do it exceptionally accurately without having to have a massive protractor to do it. What you've done is you've turned your tape measure, funnily enough, into the degrees of a very large protractor. If you were working, as some of you may be working on creating a staircase, just out of timber, you know what the overall height is, so you can scribe that line across. You know how to create a 45-degree angle coming down from the top of the step down to the floor. And you know how to create the 45s there. You know how to create the 30 degrees. It therefore becomes a very simple exercise to put the 45 on your tape measure and the 30 and slide it up until the two lines meet. And then you can use the actual numbers on your tape measure as a means of creating very accurate degree markings. Well, there we are. There's another little simple thing that you can do as a carpenter. All these tips, you know, you won't find them in the books. These are things that are based upon years and years and years of actually being a carpenter on site. So we look forward to catching up with you on the next video. Have a great day and bye for now.